Hi, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to talk about the prototype we developed during in this integrated project, how the process went from the previous technology we needed to the challenge we face and thus learn applying theory in the models. Let's explain to physical phenomena we use connected everyday situation or real technology, and how teamwork influences the results. How the problems understand the topics within the class much better. When we start deploying the prototype, it's essential to be clear about the project clearness that helps understand how the plans work. For example, in the case of the water power rocket, understand Pascal law Kowalski. That law happens in the pressure from the air inside the bottle in the extremity in water. Gravity force that pushes the rocket forward. Watching in the take was and also helping me to physically apply in real life. Beyond that, book say for the solar event, it is very important to understand how solar radiation works. We learned how to capture and concentrate the sun energy using reflectors made from colors and aluminum foil. The most surprising part was being able to heat with electric or gas. We adjust and reflector several times in the unit temperature and that is when release having ideas enough. You also need to understand various factors like the color of the exploring time, and the intensity of the sunlight. In the parallel circuit, and discovering on important in the understand how electric currents behave. Thanks to that, we managed to get work independently. At first, we had problems because home boys in the light or short circuit happened. But while checking every connection and using materials, we were able to fix it. I realized parallel circuit are the source house and the walls in rest likes keeps working in the walls out. The simple pendulum with the Doppler effect was the most interesting prototype. To make it work, we need to understand how the pendulum moves, like ions, use clocks, and how we are moving to both source and receiver. We use from playing words or caps that tight on the pendulum. Has moved or we can change in the frequency of sounds, like when you pronounce or closer and the farther away. This was which picture shape because sometimes on the was loud movement wasn't strong, but the represent man several times. We every time manage representer with well. We simultaneously sometimes tasks has impacted with teamwork. The bank is based on the weight on the person did bet. Communicate constantly and sharing ideas happiness when they make a process type. When someone had a question in my stake, we are working for to find a solution, and that made the project not only education but also every valuable collaborative experience. After applying theory and physical models, my understanding of the concept completely changed. It was curious about reading about pressure radiation of the electric current and more. I was actually seeing action. Think how pressure launch a rocket, how the heat food, or how light, sound, or struck a connection happen truly understand. What's a complicated class, so it made sense when hyperency I with more hands. Each phenomenon we chose has direct connection to daily life or the related knowledge application. Pascal law for exclaim is a unit level simple like car brakes or max pressures. Solar radiation is based of technology like solar heads and prototype panels. Parallel circuits are used homes and buildings multi-device can function independently. And the Doppler effect is used in advanced tools like radar medical exchange or in astronomy to detect the movement of the base. Building each prototype brought in the challenge in the rocket, the third part was finding like pressure, so it's called takeoff with breaking the world. We saw the several tests with different amounts of water and air. For the solar event, we heard to the concentrate the light well, but just in the reflector and little by little. Remember in the circuit, the problem was the short circuit, but the web page with checking all the fakes and the pendulum on the Doppler effect with this challenge with clearing solid change and sound. Even though there was always the press with several temple good observation, we got it to work. In short, seeing all this concept applied in real models helping me understand topics much better, solve the boots, and realms of physical is present in our daily lives. even in the stacks I haven't noticed before. I learned that experiencing the one's best way to learn, and that working as temp makes the whole process more enriching. Thank you.